So one of the questions I got recently was on how to appropriately make bar body contact. We're gonna go through a drill that you can use for either the snatch or the clean to help you understand how to better facilitate the bar's trajectory upward by using your body as a catalyst without misdirecting the bar. So I'm gonna start off with this drill in my snatch grip. We're gonna apply it to the snatch first. I recommend starting this with a technique bar, especially if you're fearful of the bar crashing into you or it being a painful experience. So start with a lighter bar and then gradually build up. So the first thing I'm going to do is find my snatch grip, right? That's an essential first key step. If this is a new thing for you, we want to start in an upright standing position with your shoulders relaxed, your elbows straight, right, so you're not pulling any tension, and that bar should rest across your hip flexors. So this is super important because if we are too wide, it's going to be a little bit too high and hit across your hip bones. If you are too narrow, it's going to hit across your pubic bone. Neither one is a pleasant experience. So we have this sweet spot right in here where that bar is going to make contact and brush against our hip flexors, again avoiding anything that might be super painful. Once I've established that grip, I'm going to set up in essentially my power position. So from here, I'm going to bend my knees just a little bit. I'm going to push my hips back slightly, and you'll notice from here, my shoulders are just barely over the bar. Some people will be a little bit more forward just because they've got a longer torso. So from here, I'm squeezing the bar into my body using my lats and my upper back. If I were to relax, that bar would come away from my body. And that's how we're going to start. We're going to start with a relaxed upper back. Then we're going to engage by sweeping the bar in towards the body. I'm going to do that 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Same start position. Hips slightly back, knees a little soft, shoulders just barely over the bar. Relax, get tight. Relax, get tight. On this last one, as you get tight, you're gonna open the hips. Okay, I'm gonna do that one more time. Relax, tension, relax, tension. This one, hips and shoulders. Okay. And what you'll notice is that I'm shrugging after that moment of contact. That is because the bar is going to have a little bit of horizontal movement, but it's minor, and we can redirect that by shrugging up on the bar to help keep it close to your body, right? You'll notice the bar didn't swing out away from me. We're going to add an additional component to that, and that is going to be a high pull with the arms after that contact. Same drill, 2 sweeps with the upper back. Third one, open the hips, open the body at the same time. And in addition to that, once that weight is weightless, you're gonna add a high pull. Set, so notice right here, my back is nice and tight. I hinge, I get into that power position, and then I just relax a little bit. 1, 2, 3. And you'll notice you can hear a little rattle on the bar. That's correct, we want that. One more time. Get set tight, hips go back slightly, knees are soft, relax. 1, 2, 3, right? Hips and bar come in at the same time. It's weightless, and then I use that momentum to help redirect me into that high pull. You could do the same drill going into a muscle snatch if you want to practice using that momentum, sweeping up and then continuing the movement. You can do it into a power snatch, right? It's just a primer to help you get more comfortable with making contact with the bar in the appropriate position, with the appropriate timing, and then being able to feed that into a follow-up movement. So I'm going to do one of each. We'll do one going into a muscle snatch and one going into a power snatch. Same 3-step setup. Sit tight, elbows are straight, shoulder blades are down, push the hips back a little bit, bend the knees, relax. 1, 2, 3. Right, same movement, we just took it up overhead. This one will go power snatch. It's a little more complex. Get set, hips, knees, relax. 1, 2, 3. So you'll notice all these variations build on that foundation of tension in the upper back, very little distance between the body and the bar. You'll notice even on that relaxed phase, I didn't completely round my back and there was very minimal space. It doesn't require a lot of room to make contact. And the timing of the hip coming to the bar is the same. Because what ends up happening is they're both coming in and going up, as opposed to the hip coming forward early before the bar and pushing the bar outward. So that timing is something that's really, really important and can be practiced through drills like this. So we can do the same thing in the clean. Obviously the grip is a little bit different. The drill is more or less the same. I'm gonna go through it a little bit faster. Now my clean grip, that is approximately thumb's width away from my thighs. Everybody's a little bit different, but that's a good starting point. From here, I'm gonna set up the same way. Feet are underneath my hips, my upper back is nice and tight. I'm gonna bend my knees, push my hips back a little. I will likely be more on top of the bar instead of forward in front of it in the clean, right? So instead of in the snatch, where I was here, the clean I'm gonna be a little bit more upright. But I'm still soft kneed, hips back, right? My hips aren't directly over my feet, they're back behind them, and that upper back is nice and tight. From here, same thing. Relax, bring the bar in. Relax, bring the bar in, relax, up. So give it a try, let me know how it goes. Again, don't get frustrated if you're not quite timing it just right. That is what this is helpful for, is understanding how to safely make contact with the bar and how to find that appropriate timing. Feel free to start with a lighter bar, then work your way up, and then start to add more components, right? Initially, it's just the contact and shrug, then maybe contact high pull, and then you can take it into other movements. Good luck.